training. This training is for the adult demo observation, as I told you in my previous training sessions. And we are going to observe an adult demo class. Give me a second, I'll share my screen with you all. And those who are writing their queries, in case if you have any queries regarding your mock test, or you have any queries related to your dashboard, now there is a query session at 5:30. Please wait till then and ask all your queries there. Concerned team member will be able to give you proper answers for that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, Selena, your question will be answered in the query session. Okay, so you all can discuss. So without further delay, we will start off today's session, and we are going to start with the agenda, and that is what we are going to do today. And that is we are going to observe a senior demo, sorry, I'm very sorry, adult demo class for presentation skills. Now, as you already know, there are two types of grown-up demos that we take. One is for the basic English. I'm sure on day 3, while you have been trained on art of giving evidence-based feedback, you must have given feedback for Pranamika, right, Pranu? So that was a grown-up demo session for basic English. Now, today we are going to watch or observe a presentation skills demo. Now, let's begin. Just as we had 5 different segments in the senior as well as the junior demo session, here also we are going to have 5 sections of this demo. First section being the context setting, which is very similar. Just that, what should be the difference in an adult demo? Very sorry. Yes. So what do you think? What would be different here in this training, in this demo session? No parents. Absolutely. Sushmita, there will be no parents. Perfect. So context setting, again, having a laptop and sitting in a quiet environment. Number 2, introduction to PS skills. Number 3 would be game, unlock homes. And number 4 will be creating presentation. And number 5 will be the final showcase. So here a little bit of, there is a difference in from as compared to the senior demo and an adult demo. The third and the fourth section is a little different, right? So let's begin. Let's understand how we are going to take an adult demo. So first we'll start off with context setting. Let's view this. Let me share this. Sorry, it's not working. Give me a second.
Hi Priyas, hi, how are you?
Is it audible to all of you?
Hi Ishita, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I think we'd spoken on phone also earlier, right? Like, I'm so glad that you could take out time for the session
Yeah,
today.
sure.
Priyas, I see you have joined from your phone. So before we begin, can I please request you to actually join from a laptop device?
Actually, my brother is using my laptop, so I don't have a laptop. We have only one laptop at home,
Oh,
so
okay,
I'll be able to join with mobile.
got it. Is your brother attending any meeting or call from your laptop?
I'll have to check, but I don't think he'll be giving me laptop anytime soon.
Oh, okay. Would it be okay if you can just go and check? Actually, it would be so much better if we do the class on the laptop, because there would be a lot of slides that I would be showing you, and you'll have to read these slides aloud, sort of preparing for a presentation. So, there would be a lot of work involved. And overall also, like all our classes would also be on a laptop. So you'll be able to experience it better. So don't worry, I'm waiting only. Maybe you can just go and check that, whether your brother would be able to give you laptop right now or not. So yeah.
I'll just go and check, but I'm sure he won't give it right away. It will
Okay.
take some time. I'll
Oh,
still go and check with him once.
sure. And don't worry, if we need to reschedule, we can reschedule also. Do not worry. But I would definitely would want you to join from a laptop. Don't worry. Go
Okay.
take a minute. Go and check. And like I'll wait for you. Don't worry.
Sure. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're back.
Hi, Ishta.
Yes. Hi, Priyas.
Yes. So sorry, but the fact is like I checked with my brother. He's not on the call or something, but the
Okay.
battery of the laptop is like so dead, and I
Okay.
don't have charging near me anyway. It's okay with phone. I am fine with the phone. Let's do it on the call itself.
Okay. So it's okay. You can also move to some other place. See, like again, I'll share that why am I asking? I know you would be like, why is Ishita asking you again and again to join from a laptop? But it would be just a better experience for you. And whenever we are going to check for any service or a product, you always want to see and get the best experience of the same, right? So I do not want that, like due to just from being from a phone, that our experience should be hampered in any way. So if you could just like go to the other room where there is a charging point, do not worry, I'll wait for you. You can take easily 2 to 3 minutes, set up for yourself. I'm here only. Yeah.
Okay, let me check. Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's okay. You can drop off from your phone and then join again.
Got it. Sure.
Thank you. All right. Priyas, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Just a second.
Oh, okay. I could just see the virtual background. That's why. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. I know it might have been a bit of trouble, but I'm sure I can promise you that you would have a great experience also now. You'll be able to make the most of this session. Yeah. It just helps to be on the bigger screen. I can also see you properly. You'll be able to see the slides properly and read out properly. So yeah, great.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so allow me to start sharing my screen. Are we all set up? All good? Have you connected your laptop with the charger?
Yes, I have arranged somewhere.
Okay, amazing. Thank you. Great. Okay. So yeah, so this was something that we have already done. That we always want our learners to join from laptop because the demo's experience is best. The experience is best from a laptop device. And yeah, I hope that you have a quiet environment around you, less no distractions, so that you can focus completely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yes, so welcome, Priyas. Welcome officially to your first Planet Spark class about delivering a stellar presentation. Okay, so Priyas, what do you think a stellar presentation means?
I have no idea.
Okay. What do you think the word presentation is about? Like, have you heard about presentations or given any presentations in the past?
I have given presentations. I know about presentations. Whenever you are willing to deliver an idea to someone in a much more graphical sense or in a sense that everyone can understand easily, that is something that is a presentation.
Perfect. Absolutely correct, Priyas. And what do you think the word stellar means?
Well structured, maybe. I'm just venturing a guess. I don't know.
Okay, no worries. So yes, so it definitely means something that is really, really good, right? Like something that is amazing. So today, my promise to you is that towards the end of this class, you will be able to deliver a stellar presentation. That means a remarkably well structured and really good presentation on a topic that you will be choosing. Okay?
Got it.
So that's why we are here today. And let me quickly introduce myself. I know I have shared a bit about myself over the phone call, but let me just quickly introduce a bit more. So my name is Ishita, and I'm going to be your learning buddy. Okay, so we are going to, of course, I'm your friend, a friend who's going to help you learn, or we together, both of us would be learning. And I've also transformed. Yes. Sorry, yes, Priyas, you were saying something?
I'm just saying, okay, I'm just nodding.
Okay. All right. And I have transformed around 20 individuals on Planet Spark platform alone into leaders by making them confident communicators. Other than that, I have also been an educator for around 7 years now. I have taught adults, I have taught students across different contexts, helping them achieve their personal goals and everything. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to, yes, thank you. And I'm really looking forward to this experience with you. So now that you know a little bit about me, I would want you to also, share a bit about yourself. Right now, I do know that you are working at a company and you have a little bit of work experience, but it would be helpful if you can tell me a bit more. And can you see my screen?
I
Yeah,
can.
you can,
Yep.
right? So there are some few sentences over here. You can also use these sentences to give your introduction.
Got it.
Please go ahead.
Good. I'll start. So my name is Prayas Bhavalkar.
Mhm.
Currently, I'm working as a program associate at Growth School.
Okay.
It's a startup based out of Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
We deal
Okay.
mostly in upskilling, like very similar what Planet Spark does,
Mm-hmm.
but we have like a technical sense to upskilling people into
Okay.
the growth or marketing or something like those verticals.
Okay.
I have around almost 2 rounds of experience,
Mm-hmm.
2 years of experience,
Okay.
and I wish to pursue my career forward as a growth leader in that where I'm contributing to the revenue growth or
Okay.
customer base growth of the company. Be it like product led or marketing led. That is something that I wish to aspire to be.
Amazing.
In my free time, I like to I like cycling a lot. I listen to music. Uh, I play various instruments, so that is something I do. I
Wow.
like reading fictional books. So
Amazing.
that is something that I do in my free time.
Okay.
And being an engineer, I feel like uh, I have a natural sense of problem solving. So that is something I do a lot. I play chess. I like solving puzzles and stuff. That is something I do.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Priyas, for sharing all of that. So you're already working at your dream company, it looks like. You're working at Growth School, and you said you want like something in your career that where you
Yeah,
can lead product overall and
right.
contribute to revenue growth. That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And you've mentioned that you can solve a lot of puzzles.
I can. Yes,
Amazing. Have you like solved Rubik's Cube?
I do. I have around like 6 sets at my home, so I do that.
Oh wow, I love solving Rubik Cube, but unfortunately I've never been able to set any record. I always take my own time to solve the Rubik Cube and everything. So maybe something that I can learn from you about solving puzzles.
Sure, sure, sure.
Great. So Priyas, tell me what brings you here? Like what made you, like register for this class? Uh, what are you looking forward to that can help you achieve your career goal?
Got it. So for the like past few months or so, I have been going through lots of interviews, right? And given the fact that I am at a stage in my career where like getting to the right path is very necessary. And
Mm-hmm.
in that sense, I guess when you're able to communicate your craft very well to the interviewer, that helps a lot. So
Got
over
it.
my interviews, I've had some rejections as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I like when I introspected, I went through my recordings of the interviews. I saw that communication is a factor that I can much improve upon, so
Absolutely.
that I can like whatever I have done so far, whatever I aspire to be, whatever my skills is that is something that I present well to the communicate well to the interviewer.
Right.
So that is something that brings me to Planet Spark, the communication skill part.
Got it. Got it. Understood. So I totally agree to that. Like the moment we are able to communicate ourselves better in front of others, especially in these
Mhm.
setups, interview setups, right? It's so important because you have just say sometimes 30 minutes of time or 45 minutes of
Right,
time. And we have to show to the other person, to the interviewer that, hey, we are worth or we can really do well at this role or in this job or something.
exactly.
So yeah, that's true. Amazing. Great. So I really like that, you are already aware of what you want to work on, what you need to work on. So that's great. So you are hoping that you're basically doing some interviews right now and you're switching your role, right? Is that,
Yes, yes.
yeah. Okay. Got it. Well, all the best for that. And I'm actually not hoping, I'm very sure that, these classes would help you bring you closer to your goal. Yeah.
Great, great. That's what I'm hoping as well.
Yes, great. So let's move forward. So for this entire class, Riyaz, there are two norms that I would want you to keep in mind at all times, okay? Can you please
Okay.
read out the first one on the left side?
Speak up, ask, share.
Yes. What do you think this means?
I need to speak a lot in these sessions. It's not just you telling things.
Correct. Absolutely, yes. So I would want you to, speak up. This is not at all like a teacher-led session, I would say. This is the place
Got it.
where we will be having a lot of interaction, right? Especially you mentioned
Mhm.
about interviews, and today in these times, interviews have also turned into conversation. Yeah. So
True.
I would want you to ask questions wherever you have not understood, or maybe you are just curious about learning something new, right? And also
Yep.
share wherever you feel that you already know something. Please do go ahead and share. Okay, you can keep yourself off mute at all times. Only two of us are there in the class, so there's no need to even put yourself on mute. You can just share whenever an idea is coming to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? And can
And
you
give me one quick second. I'll just adjust my laptop a bit.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Should I begin?
Yeah.
Should
Thank
I begin? Yeah, okay. Okay. So the second norm, could you please read that as well?
High energy. Use hands, face, eyes, and voice at all times.
Correct. Yes. So I know it's quite late at night, and I'm sure like you're working, so you would have a hectic day as well. But to make the best of this class, I would want you to be highly energetic, okay, at all times. And how we can do that is the more we use our hands, like, when I'm speaking, I'm using my hands to show
Right.
some gestures. Use your complete face. So give your expressions using your face, your eyes,
Got
and
it.
your active voice. Okay, that's how we'll be energetic today. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And another thing to remember, whenever you feel you have understood something, you can hear me properly, there will be some videos that we will be playing. Just give me a thumbs up. And if you feel you have not understood what I'm trying to say, you have a question or anything, you can show me a thumbs down. I'll understand it. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Oh, I like it. You've started following it right away. Great. Okay. So yes. So I was telling you in the beginning, right, that today I will be teaching you easiest way to deliver a convincing presentation, a presentation where, if you want to convince an audience to hear your idea or to get to, or just, get excited about what you want to say, then that's what we'll be learning today. And in just 3 steps. Yeah. Are you excited to learn these 3
Sure.
steps? Okay.
Sure.
I
That's
can
the
see.
first.
Yes, I can see you smiling, and I feel like definitely we can go ahead then. So yes, so I think
Yeah.
we are not going to have a monotonous class over here. Okay, we are going to do a lot of activities, and this is how all our classes are also designed. So let's start with
Okay.
the first activity.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Right. So the context setting.
So can
was
you
a
read
little
out the name
longer, but I
of
wanted
this?
to show you the whole thing together because I wanted you to have an idea of what the context setting would look like if the learner does not join from a laptop. Here we saw that the learner did not join from the laptop. What did the teacher do when he kept on saying that he cannot join from laptop? You can write in the chat section. Insisted, encouraged, explained why laptop is required. Exactly, that's correct. She kept insisting? No. Insisting means you have to go bring your laptop, kept on insisting. Insisting is a very subjective word. Do not insist. If you are thinking of insisting someone, please don't do it. Give logical reasons. First thing, give reasons why a laptop is required. Second, give alternative options, whether I can do it at some other time, same day, maybe another day. Do you want me to shift the class half an hour later? Yes or no? Give them that comfortability of having options also. At the end, make them comfortable by saying, it's okay, no worries. I'm right here. I'm going to wait for you. Take your time. 3 things. Remember, in every session, in every training, we have told you 3 options. Sorry, 3 pointers. Always remember those 3 pointers. That is there for a reason, so that you don't persuade or you don't convince somebody. You don't need to convince because you need a laptop. It's a basic requirement, and especially for a presentation, you need a proper laptop, isn't it? Reading from the slides, distractions in the mobile phone, all are the reasons why we need a laptop. Give them the reasons. Tell them the reason that this is the reason why I'm telling you not to join from a mobile phone. No requesting, no insisting, no convincing, no persuasion. Okay? Simple. This is the reason why I'm asking you to join from a laptop. You are the public speaking expert. Instead of all these words, I would say, I would be assertive. Instead of insisting or requesting or persuading or convincing, I would say I would be assertive and I will tell him that why a laptop is required. So the first thing that I would say, I would explain him the logical reasons why a laptop is required. Second, if he still says that I'm not able to bring the laptop, it's okay, no worries. I can give you another option. If you want me to take it like half an hour later, 40 minutes later, yes, I can do that for you. Give them alternative options. At the end, tell them it's okay, take your time. I can wait for 2-3 minutes. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Okay, great. Wonderful. Yes. Karishma, Megha, convinced him from join from Ladakh. So you don't have to convince. You just have to be assertive. Always remember, you all are the public speaking experts. Do not be polite. I'm not saying don't be polite. I'm saying be assertive. Don't think that you have to request a lot. No, it's a requirement. It's a basic requirement. Okay. Yes, Rachita, you have a query now.
Ma'am, actually, I don't have a query. I just wanted to tell you that I am waiting from so long. I was not getting the option join class. I just got the option. I was waiting from 3:20 onwards. Finally, I got the join class option and I could join the class. So I missed so much of it.
That's okay. You will have the recording of it.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
anyways
Just
have
I
the
wanted to
recording.
inform. It's
It's
okay.
okay. No problem. No problem. Sakshi, you have raised your hand. You would like to say something?
Ma'am, am I visible to you? Because I'm opening my camera and I'm not being
No.
able to see myself even. So that is why I wanted to ask you.
You're not visible. Your camera, your video is blank.
This is what. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll do something.
Okay, no worries. Yes, Amrita.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Great. I'm great. Please go ahead.
Ma'am, I feel that it's not about the insistent bit, because when you talk about insisting, you are trying to make it sound like a little crude, a little rude, like it's mandatory. You have to do it. There is no other option. So I think it was more to do with the encouragement and highlighting the benefits and talking
Absolutely.
about why you need to join the laptop and why it's important, so that the person doesn't feel forced.
Absolutely.
Should be out of choice and not out of option, ma'am.
Not even out of choice. It should be out of requirement.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
laptop is a requirement for you, for me, both of us.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
absolutely correct. We should encourage the learner more to have a laptop, because it's a requirement for him as well as it's a requirement for us. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Great.
much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Megha, you have something to say?
Yeah, Preeti. The thing is, this is a question regarding the mock, not a very long question. You can answer me right now. The thing
Sure.
is, I have already attempted 2 mock tests yesterday only. I have
Mhm.
successfully completed that. I am eager to know about the third mock test, because there it was showing 2 mandatory and rest of is that you can do it. It's not mandatory. But where is the third one? So will it gonna be activated like after today's class, or what it is?
No. It's there on your dashboard.
Okay, but
Mocks
somehow
are
it is
there. You
showing me.
see, scroll down,
Uh-huh.
it will be there. Mock 3 will also be there.
Okay, what is the topic of mock 3? Can you just tell me?
Actually, I'll tell you, there is no topic, senior demo. There
All
is
are
no
the senior demo, because I have attempted 2 senior demos.
two
One
senior
for
demo. That means you have done 2 mandatory ones. That means you have
huh,
done mock 1 and mock 2.
huh,
And
huh.
not done this mock, sorry, you have done the mock 1 and mock 3. You have not done the mock 2. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, the not mandatory, there should be 2. So out of
Yes,
that,
there are 2.
any one. So both of
Okay.
them, they are either junior or one of them is adult. Please don't raise your hand. I won't be able to take your queries right now. I'll see at the end if I have some time. We'll discuss at the end. Megha, you must have attempted 2 mocks. That is
Uh-huh.
one and mock 3. You may
Okay.
have missed the second mock, out of which
Uh-huh.
them are written as not mandatory, not mandatory. Others also,
Uh-huh.
please listen to my answer. Okay, if you are seeing that it is written not mandatory, that means it is optional. It's not like you
Hmm.
don't have to give it. You have to give it. Okay.
Okay. So I can choose in between of like those 2, I can choose one, right?
Anyone. It is one is junior, another one is adult. So either you can go
Okay.
for junior or you can go for adult.
Got it. Got it. Now I got it. I thought like every time it will show me the mandatory one. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And so I can attempt the mock 2 by 7 today, right?
Mock 2, you have time, Saturday 7 p.m. deadline.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Amrita, you would like to say Khushbu also. Khushbu, you want
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I want to say something, ma'am. Ma'am, I attempted my mock one today. So I was kind of wondering when are the results going to come out?
Results will be mailed to you. Most of the results will be mailed to you. Also, after I think after this week, the next week, you will be able to see the results in your dashboard also.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Khushbu, you wanted to say something? You have raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good
First of
afternoon.
all, while I was attempting the assignment, I was not able to upload it. I tried many times. I messaged to the department, to the IT department of the Planet Spark also.
Okay.
I took the screenshot. I was not able to upload the assignment while I was doing the assignment, video assignment. All the time, the technical glitch, it was showing technical glitch. And I talked to my IT friend also. He said that you better talk, because every time when I was trying to upload the assignment, 30%, 40%, they were saying that you're exceeding the time limit.
Okay.
So is the assignment all mandatory?
Assignments are not mandatory. Have you tried mocks?
Mock one I have done. Mock
So
one.
mocks are working, right?
Yes, mock
Good.
is working.
Then that's a good news. At least mocks are working. Please leave the assignments. Okay. As of now,
Okay.
ignore the assignments. Let's focus on the mocks. In case if you have any problem in the mocks, let the person who is going to join at 5:30, please let them know.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Shagufta, you have given your mock one. Please, can I take all the queries at the end? We have just started. Okay. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. Adult demo is a very long one. Take all your queries to the query session. You have a query session, you will be able to get the answers for all your queries in the query session. Or else, please wait for the training session to end. At the end, I'll take all your queries. Okay. And instead of raising your hands, if possible, if you can write in words, it will be easier and it will take less time for me to read and immediately answer. Okay. It is shorter. Better for you, better for me as well. Okay. So in the context setting, as I already said, we have to first explain the purpose. Sorry for that. Explain the purpose, better experience, visibility of slides, give options for doing it at some other time if the laptop is not at all available. And at the end, always give time to the learner by saying that it's okay, don't worry, take your time, I'm right here, waiting for you. So I have already shown you the whole of the context setting. So I'm just going to read it through. So first, the teacher had set expectations in the beginning, laptop and both the parents. And the second, she welcomed the learner to the class and they both got to know each other. And at the end, she shared the norms. Now here you must have seen the conversation is much more poised, composed, and calmer. As compared to a senior demo or a junior demo, the voice is also not that animated as compared to the other kids demo, right? Secondly, the questions are more targeted, more productive in nature. Why? Because we are trying to match up to the vibe of the adult learner. This is not a child that we are trying to teach. It's an adult learner who is already self-aware of himself or herself, right? Mock 3 deadline is Monday, 7 p.m. Oh, okay. I'll open the chats. No worries. I'll open the chats. Now let's move on to introduction to PS skills. This will be very similar to the senior demo, just that the sentences are different. Very similar emotional request game. Let's have a look. And by
Please
the way, write your queries also.
Okay, I can
That's the
see.
first.
Yes, I can see you smiling, and I feel like definitely we can go ahead then. So yes, so I think we are not going to have a monotonous class over here. Okay, we are going to do a lot of activities, and this is how all our classes are also designed. So let's start with the first activity. Okay, all right. So can you read out the name of this game or activity?
Let us play emotional request.
Emotional request, and there are some images on the right hand side. What do you think this game could be about?
Maybe understanding expressions.
Yes,
Finding clues through the expressions.
Okay, okay, very close. Yes, so definitely it's about something to do with your expressions, you know, what kind of faces do we make and everything. Let me give you further instructions.
Okay.
So I will be showing you certain sentence or a statement. Okay, and then there will be an emotion also listed here. There.
Got
You
it.
will have to speak the sentence using that emotion. And while you do that, what are we going to do? Can you read the second instruction, please?
Use your hands, face, and voice to show that emotion. Got it.
Yeah, so you have to use your hands, your face, your voice to show that emotion. Okay. All right. Let me do one example. Okay. I'll share one example and then you can do the rest. So this
Yeah.
is the statement and I have to speak this in happy emotion. Okay.
Okay.
Statement is I have been stuck in traffic for past 5 hours. Okay. All right. So I'll share first. I have been stuck in traffic for last 5 hours. Okay. So what do you think? Was I too happy about being stuck in traffic?
Yeah. It's like you love being stuck in traffic.
Exactly. So you see what we are doing here? We have to
Got it.
use
Yeah.
all of our face, our hands, our voice to express that emotion. Okay?
Got it. Got it.
Are you ready for your sentence? Next
Yeah.
sentence?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Okay.
Sad emotion.
Okay. Hooray! I finally got promoted in my job.
Well done. Nice. I could see you using your hand, covering your face, and just like lowering your voice. That grave, dull voice. Very nice. All right. Ready for more?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I just love relaxing by the beach.
This was so much better than the previous one, Prayas. It's like, you know, making that fist, clenching your jaw. That's really nice. Well done. Anyone would believe that, yes, you are so angry about just relaxing by the beach.
I actually hate beaches, so I guess that's
Oh,
natural.
so it was natural. Okay. Amazing. Okay, next one. Confused, emotion.
Okay.
Mhm.
I will definitely eat Chinese for dinner today.
Nice. And you saw what we did here, right? There's a definitely, but we are also confused. But I really liked how you
Yeah.
make that gesture and, you know, also made that sound of, that adds on the effect, right? So very good. Well done, Prayas. That was definitely an emotional performance. Yeah. You were able to display different kinds of emotion, be it sad or, you know, angry and the confused one. So well done.
Okay. So this was the emotional request game. Very interesting. And where you have to model out the activity first for the learner yourself. And then you can ask the learner to follow. That's how we do in most of the cases, isn't it? We model it out for the learner first, and then we ask the learner to follow, right? So first you start with the activity, give some opportunities to speak to the learner to speak as well. And then at the end, what is the most important thing here? After each and every activity, what should we be doing? Anyone in the chat? Share feedback? No. Appreciate the effort. Okay, so that is, anyways, that should be done. SAR, okay. Okay, good try, very good. Appreciating, okay, feedback, okay. Okay, debriefing. Every activity should be followed by debriefing, and I can see many of the cameras are off. If your cameras are off, I know it takes a lot of time to, you know, grasp the concepts that we are discussing. Okay, so make sure that you all are vigilant. Motivating words, of course, encouragement and feedback is also correct. Appreciating is also correct. But very important thing is every activity should be debriefed. Every activity, there should be a debriefing after every activity. You must have seen in senior demo or in junior demo, when we teach what is body language and how to use body language, after that, we tell them that there is a language apart from the languages that you already know. We know a different language also. And that is the body language. And why is it so important? This is the reason why we do the debriefing, so that the learner as well as the parent, in the case of like junior and the senior kids, They also understand the significance of these pillars of public speaking: body language, confidence, voice modulation, thought structure, and fluency. All these pillars are to be understood by the parents as well as the learner, right? So that's the reason why we debrief the activity. So this is the debriefing part. Let's have a look.
Confused, emotion.
Okay.
Mhm.
I would definitely eat Chinese for dinner today.
Nice. And you saw what we did here, right? There's a definitely, but we are also confused. But I really liked how you
Yeah.
make that gesture and, you know, also make that sound of, that adds on the effect, right? So very good. Well done, Priyas. That was definitely an emotional performance. Yeah. You were able to display different kinds of emotion, be it sad, or, you know, angry and the confused one. So well done. And I think what did you learn from this activity? Before I share, I would want you to share that, you know, what stood out from this activity to you.
I guess, like given the fact that the statements were very like opposite from what the emotion was, so I guess like the fact like what we learn is like if it was a natural sentence, that is very natural, like comes naturally. But I guess I learned is like even whatever the sentence is, you can dwell it in a particular emotion that you do.
Exactly. And what do you think the person who's going to watch you, especially let's say the example of angry statement that you said, right? Like I love relaxing by the beat, the way you said it. The one listening to you, would that person focus on your words or more on your expression?
I guess more on expressions.
Yes, exactly, Priyas. Thank you so much for, you know, sharing that. And this is exactly what is today's Spark tip, Spark confidence tip. So, you know, the language that we are speaking, right? If you refer to this image over here, that's just the tip of it, right? Tip of the iceberg. But if we want to really convey our message to someone, in that case, what we need is our entire like verbal language as well as the non-verbal language, which is actually our body language, right?
Got
And what all did you use in your body language? You use your hands, your face, and even your eyes.
Eyes, right.
You also used your teeth, in fact. You were like sort of, as if like you were pressing your
Clenching my teeth, right.
clenching your jaw, yeah? So yeah, that's how you just showed your body language. And yeah, that conveys your confidence, your belief in your point, and also adds depth to your message. Yeah.
Got it.
Now, a question for you. I know you have sort of shared a bit about this initially when you shared why you are here, but I would want to ask you in general, why do you think these skills or, you know, that body language, confidence, using an effective voice are important skills to have or to learn?
I guess the fact is like in today's world, there's lots of competition. Only the technical skills or the work experience that you do is not like almost everyone has similar work experience, similar good education. That is very common nowadays. What sets you apart is how well is someone able to convince the person who is listening to you, or maybe make him understand that yes, you are something that is worth putting in.
Absolutely.
So that is something that brings confidence in your speech very important.
Perfect.
Right. So this was the debriefing part.
Nowadays.
And remember, I told you about the design principle of the demos at Planet Spark. I know those who were in my training set in my training batch, that might have those people will remember about the design principle. Sorry, I'm a little disoriented. I don't know what I'm speaking. So the design principle at Planet Spark, if others you don't know, please write it down. The design principle at Planet Spark clearly states that the demo session, any demo session, be it senior, junior, or adult, it will be based on three main features. First, activity-based learning. I think somebody has written, no. Activity-based learning. Second, focus on public speaking pillars. Number three, a structured approach towards learning a new content area. If you want, please write it down. Okay. Yes, you will be able to continue, Amita. Should I repeat it once again? Okay. Yes, I'll repeat it for you. Number one, every demo that we take is based on activities. So number one is activity-based learning. Number one, activity-based learning. Yes, Sadhna, that's correct. Activity-based learning. Number two is focus, absolute focus on pillars of public speaking. And number 3, there is every content area is being taught in a structured manner. So there is a structured approach towards learning a new content area. Learning a new content area. Be it a speech, presentation, or story. It's written on the chat section. You all can copy it and paste it somewhere. Okay. So always remember. So here, as we saw, as we just observed that there was an activity, and after the activity, the teacher made sure that she takes the learner's opinion. She asks for learner's opinion why body language is such an important tool, right, in public speaking. Now let's move on to the most interesting part of the whole demo, that is a game. What is this game about? Unlock Homes. The name of the game is Unlock Homes. Let's see what happens.
Are important skills to have or to learn.
I guess the fact is, like,
I think we have
in
done
today's
this.
world,
I'll just
And
Right.
to me
push
that
it
you love
forward.
puzzles. So let me move forward. Okay. Now to me
One
that you
second.
love puzzles. So I have huge expectations from you. Okay, because this
okay,
game also involves solving puzzles. So are you ready?
sure, that's great.
Okay. Are you ready or excited ready?
I'm excited, ready.
Yes. So I want some more energy then in the room. Okay. Great.
Sure, yes.
Okay. So let me move forward. Okay. Now this game is called Unlock Holmes. Where do you think this game is coming from? Holmes. What is
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes, correct. Who's a detective, right? So
Right.
you will now be also a detective. Can you wear your detective hat? Let's just make our detective hat. Come on.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So now you're wearing your detective hat. Okay. And what we have to do is, here are the instructions. Can you please read out the 2 points under instructions?
Okay. You will given a statement.
You will be given, sorry about that. You will be given a statement. Yeah.
Okay. Find the best proof to support the statement. Got it.
Yeah. So there would be one statement, and then I'll
Mhm.
give you 3 options as its
Mhm.
proof. And you have to find the best proof that supports that statement. All right.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try. So, yes. So the first statement is employees should get paid for sleeping in the office. So let me do this as an example for you. Okay.
Okay.
Of how I'm thinking, and then you can do the next one. So, okay,
Sure.
so saying that employees should get paid for sleeping in the office. Now the option 1 says, I want this policy because who doesn't like sleeping? Okay, not really a good proof. A good point, but not really a good proof. Then second option, I think sleeping should be encouraged since it helps people in dreaming, and a person who can dream big can achieve bigger heights. Okay,
It's okay.
let's see the third one.
I really like your prompts though.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, let's look at the third one.
Yeah.
According to a 2015 study in the Journal of Psychology and Psychiatry, sleep could directly impact the behavior of an individual, including memory, cognition, and performance. Okay, well, now that sounds something like a well-researched evidence. So what I will choose
Mhm.
the option 3. Do you agree with me or disagree with me?
I guess I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, and why do you
But
think?
like still what I feel is like that is a general sleep. Like it is something that is researched for sleep.
Mhm.
I don't know how that is related very well to why should you get paid for sleeping in the office. That's
Interesting.
something
Very
I'm
good
still
point.
not.
Good point, actually. So maybe if we could have added more details or some point around sleeping in office particularly,
Office,
that would have been a best proof
Yeah.
evidence.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Priyas, for that. Like, I think I can take that feedback and discuss it with my team as well. Thank you. But yeah, like I think among the 3 options, option 3 right now is the best suited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's how we are going to play this game, right? So now I'm going to show you 2 sentences, and for each you will be doing the same activity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. Okay, so yes, we have done this one.
So that's the
Like,
one of the statements that is given. Employees should get paid for sleeping in the office. Second one is there is another statement which is given. Let's have a look. And the learner
If
has
we
to
could
do it.
have added more
Okay. Option 1 is I want the
1 second.
All right, next one. Can you read out the sentence and then the options?
a 2-day work week should be made mandatory in corporates. Okay. Option 1 is I want this policy because I love my family and would want to spend more time with them. Good point.
Okay.
Option 2 is Microsoft's Japan offices tried a 2-day work week and saw a whopping 40% increase in productivity. Okay. And third is I want this policy because if I spend all my time earning, when will I get to a time to live a luxurious life? That's the most I relate to, I guess.
Oh, really? Okay. And but what would be the
For the
best?
question, I guess the option number 2 is the best evidence. Again,
Okay.
it's well researched, has some numbers.
Amazing. Absolutely right. Thank you so much, Priyas. And as you mentioned the reason already, it is well researched and there's a factual evidence over here. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Let's go to the next one. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, I think there was only one. Oh, I'm so sorry about it. There was just one only.
Okay.
All right. So here is the statement for you, Priyas. Can you please read that out loud?
Okay. A 2-day work week should be made mandatory in corporates.
Yes.
I think we have done this.
And yes, there's that when you'll be making your own presentation. Okay. So let's keep this activity in our mind. But yes, I have to say that was really a rational performance. You helped me out in solving my first statement.
Okay. So this was the activity where we give 2-3 statements are there. Here we saw only 2 statements, but actually in the PPT, you will find there are 3 statements in total. First one, you can debrief for you can model it out for the learner. And the last 2, you can give it to the learner to practice, right? Okay. Now, we will move on to the 4th part, which is creating presentation. Now, this is going to be very, very long. Now, before I get into part 4, let me first make you understand how these videos have been divided. Now, part 4, you will see 4 videos, 4 parts of it. First part, you will see the teacher has introduced the parts of presentation. What are the parts of presentation? Introduction, body, and conclusion. Very cliched, but later on you will understand that it is not that cliched. So the parts of the presentation I have introduced, and then in order to make the learner think in a particular direction and not to think here and there, we are going to give him 2 topics out of which he can choose any one. What the topics are: working from office, working from home. So the learner can choose any one of them. Okay. Say, for example, he has chosen working from office. Okay. Now, the learner will only be thinking when I am going to give the concept of introduction, body, or conclusion, he will only be thinking in that particular direction. Right? Now, after that, the rest of the 3 videos are divided into 3 parts. 3 parts of the presentation. First one will be the introduction, then the body, and then the conclusion. How we are going to have a structured approach? Understand. Let's first understand how we have designed it. First, we are going to do an activity. Okay, a small game or something like that. And then there will be a video of R. Madhavan. We will show that video. And then we will ask the learner to tell me that what part of it was hook statement or thesis statement. You will understand after this. So introduction is divided into 2 parts: hook statement and thesis statement. So we will show the video and then we'll ask questions. And the third, we are going to ask the learner to create his own introduction. Similarly, we'll move on to the body. First, there will be an activity, then the video, and then his own presentation, his own body. Okay. Conclusion also, same thing. First, there will be an activity which we'll play, game or activity, whatever you can say. Then you will have the video of R. Madhavan, and then the learner will create his own conclusion. This is how we have designed it. Since it is very long, so I wanted to debrief it in the beginning itself. Okay. So let's start off with the first part of creating presentation. Here we are going to introduce the parts of the presentation, and we are going to give 2 options to the learner of the topic, and he can choose any one of the topic. Let's have a look.
evidence because it has a factual evidence,
Again,
right? Like
playing from the back.
40%
Sorry for
increase in productivity, and it's a presence. Yeah. Right. And now we have finally come to a point where, we will be, I had made you a promise, right? So we will be learning how to make deliver a convincing presentation just in 3 steps. Now, for that, of course, we need a topic, right? So these are the 2 topics in front of you. The left one says companies should go back to work from office, and the right one says work from home is the future of work. Which one would you want to choose?
I guess the first one, companies should go back to work from office.
First one, are you also working from office?
Yes,
Oh, that's why. Okay. So you would not want to continue to work from home?
I don't think so. It's like very boring at home.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. So great. So you have chosen your topic. You are opting for companies who should go back to work from office. Now, the 3 steps that I was talking about are that, first we build out the introduction of the presentation. Second, we work on the body of the presentation. And third, we work on the conclusion part. Yeah. So these are the
Okay.
3 steps. And we are going to work on each step here for your topic, which is that companies should go back to work from office. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the first part of the video where we introduced the parts of the presentation and we gave the topic to the learner. Now we will move on to the first part of the presentation, and that is introduction. Let's have a look.
All right. Okay. Cool. So great. So you have chosen your topic. You are opting for companies who should go back to work from office. Now, the 3 steps that I was talking about are that, first we build out the introduction of the presentation. Second, we work on the body of the presentation. And third, we work on the conclusion part. Yeah. So these are the
Okay.
3 steps. And we are going to work on each step here for your topic, which is that companies should go back to work from office. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's proceed with our first step, that is introduction. Now, we are again, as I've already told you, there are tons of games that we have to play. Okay, so we are again going to learn about how to make a really good introduction using a fun game. Okay, so you'll be given a topic on the next slide, and I would want you to select the introduction that grabs your attention or hooks your attention. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so yeah. So can you read out the first sentence, please?
Communication skills are important to succeed in life.
And these are the 3 options. I would want you to read aloud all the 3 options, please. And then we'll think that which one is the best introduction, best hook for us.
You want me to read them aloud? Or can I read it in my mind?
Read them aloud, please. Yeah. Thank you.
So good morning, everyone. This is a presentation on the topic importance of communication skills.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a secret weapon that top managers and entrepreneurs use to get ahead in business and in life? Yes, it is. And third one is communication is the ability to convey information to others in a clear and concise manner. Okay. I guess the second option grabs the most of my time.
Second one. And why is that? Why do you think it will grab attention or, really make your audience interested?
I guess the first one is very like traditional approach to giving out the introduction.
Yes.
A very like plain introduction. Second one is something that is kind of a hook question.
That's true. Yes, that's absolutely correct, right? So let me just show you also. So yes, so can you see that hook symbol also above option 2, right? So that's true, right? You rightly mentioned that, when we could just start with this question that is there a secret weapon that top leaders, managers, and entrepreneurs use to get ahead in business and in life? In that case, you're sort of like making your audience also excited that, oh, like what is the secret weapon that he's going to now talk about, right? And that's where their interest would spike, they will just pique their curiosity. So yes, so that would be the best hook. And followed by that, there are 2 lines written below. Can you read those 2 lines as well?
Okay. So today I would like to present my views on why communication skills are important to succeed in life.
Exactly. And that's when you club that line, those 2 lines, that's when your introduction is complete, right? Okay.
Got it. Got it.
Let's look at one more example.
Okay.
Personal
branding is important for growth.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read out the options as well?
Okay, it's okay. This time you can read it in your own mind.
I guess option 1 is the most.
Okay, and why is that?
Starts with an example, so people connect more, I guess.
Yes, exactly. It starts with an example, right? People will be able to connect to Aman Gupta, especially after Shark Tank. I don't know if you've heard about Shark Tank or not.
I have.
You have, right? So after Shark Tank, Aman Gupta has become very popular. He's the board founder. So, just referring to someone who's already successful also helps. And taking
Right.
this person's example and then coming to the point, right? And can you read out again the 2 lines, the bottom of the slide, please?
Okay, so I would like to present my view on why personal branding is important for growth.
Correct, right? So you're absolutely correct. The first one is the best hook amongst these all, because it will be able to build a connect with the audience very quickly, right? Okay, so I think I'll skip the third one. So yes, very striking performance. I was also hooked to your performance. And what we did just now was understand that what are the parts of an introduction, right? So an introduction actually has 2 parts. Can you read out what are these 2 parts?
A hook and a thesis.
Right. So a hook is something that grabs attention, right? Whereas what is a thesis? Can you read that out?
Statement that tells the main point of the presentation.
Exactly. Can you tell me what was the thesis statement that you saw in both the slides for personal branding? Yeah.
The 2 lines that we, I guess, read at the last.
Absolutely right. So while say for the first one, communication skills are important to succeed in life, while option 2 was the hook, the 2 lines that followed it now shared the thesis, right? That we are going to talk about communication skills today. Yeah, in a very brief, crisp manner. So every introduction has 2 parts. Which are these 2 parts, Prayas? First one.
A hook and a thesis.
A thesis. Amazing. Okay, great. So I think we have understood this, have we? Yeah. All right. Okay. So now what we will be doing, we'll be also watching a video where R. Madhavan was giving a speech at Harvard Business School. Do you know who is R. Madhavan?
I know, yeah.
No, who is he?
He's an actor.
He's an actor. That's right. He's a fabulous actor, very experienced, a veteran, basically. And he was giving a speech at Harvard Business School about India at 2030. So while I'm going to say this speech, I would want you to, identify the hook and thesis from what he's saying. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me know if you are able to hear the speech, the video. Okay.
Due to the stress you.
Oh, sorry. My bad. All right. Let me just share my screen again. Sorry about that. Yeah.
First of all, thank you very much for having me here at the Inspire series. It's worked dramatically. I'm already inspired to be addressing this really august intellectual gathering of people from Harvard, a place that my mother thought I will never reach. But you know what? A lot of people have spoken before me and eloquently and described their dreams for India and given figures and facts that either are skeptical and, like Mr. Dolbe says, aspirational. But I'm just an actor. And I'm going to just give you my dream shamelessly, because that's the thing that I can do best. And by that I mean, when we talk of dreams, we have one of our greatest scientists and philanthropists, Dr. Abdul Kalam, and he said something which is very interesting. He said, dreams are not what you have when you sleep. The true dreams are the ones that don't let you sleep. He said that when you have that dream once, it's a dream. When you have it twice, it becomes a desire. And when you see it for the 3rd time consecutively, it becomes a passion, an aim, and a goal. And that is the passion with which I want to see this fantasy that I have for India 2030. And Abraham Lincoln also was a dreamer. And, but he said.
All right. I think I'll pause here. Yes. So what do you think in his speech, which part was the, the hook and the thesis?
So I guess the hook part was when he, I guess there were 2 hooks in the video. First one was when he mentioned himself as an actor, and the first part when he addressed the school. The second one, I guess, was the reference of Dr. Abdul Kalam.
Correct.
And his statement that he used a lot about the dreams.
Yes, absolutely. Let me go back to the slides and let's see if you've been able to mention it correctly. So yes, definitely the second part that you mentioned, right? Like, of course, the first part was also a part of introduction, but he was just like setting up the stage and everything. But the moment he talks about, APJ Abdul Kalam's quote about
Right.
dreams and that they don't let you sleep and everything. That was the hook he used, right?
Yeah.
And with that, what was the thesis?
That is the passion with which I want to see this fantasy that I have for India 2030.
Yes. And then he went on to share that why he was there in the first place, right?
Right.
He was there to share about his dream for India 2030. So
Right.
he used a very famous quote by a famous personality and then followed it by a statement that showed that why he was there, right? So this was the
Got it.
introduction that R. Madhavan used. Yeah.
Right.
Now let's go back to our topic. Do you remember what was the topic that you have selected?
Yeah.
It
So
is
companies should go back to work from office.
exactly, yes. So well done on identifying the right hook and thesis. Now we are going back to our presentation topic, which is companies should go back to work from office.
Mhm.
And yeah, so these are different hook statements. Okay. And of course, there's an option where you can also come up with your own hook. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would now want you to read out these hooks and see that which one would you want to use for your own introduction. Are you reading these? Or
I
just
am.
reading on your own? Okay, got it. So
I like the second hook the best, I guess.
okay, the second one, the best one. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember. So can you read the second one aloud?
I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. I was so done. I decided to start working from office.
To start working from office. Amazing. Great. Okay. And why did you choose this book?
I guess I relate to that hook a lot. I
Okay.
had been working from home for past few months and it is like just a disaster.
Yeah, that happens. And I think it's also very dramatic if you read it. It helps your audience, like it grabs their attention because there's some dramatic actions involved. Like remember holding
Right.
my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. So a bit of exaggeration that also helps in
Yeah.
grabbing everyone's attention, right? And there's your thesis. Now, do you want to read out your hook and thesis together for your introduction?
Sure.
Okay.
So I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. I was so done. I decided to start working from office. Hello everyone. Today I would like to present my views on the topic why companies should go back to work from office.
Amazing, amazing. I could see you also remembering something that we learned in our first game and using your voice and pausing at the right places. That was really nice. Great. Okay. So let's move ahead. So your introduction, I'm sure, would definitely hook your manager also.
So this was the introduction part. You must have seen first there was an activity, then there was a video of R. Madhavan, and then the learner was supposed to create his own presentation. Similarly, we'll be following the same structure in body as well as in conclusion also. Let's have a look.
Amazing, amazing. I could see you also remembering something that we learned in our first game and using your voice and pausing at the right places. That was really nice. Great. Okay. So let's move ahead. So your introduction, I'm sure, would definitely hook your manager also if you're presenting in front of your manager. Now let's come to the second part, which is the body. Okay.
Mhm.
Now a body has two parts. Which are these two parts, Prayas? Can you please read these out?
Argument and evidence.
Argument and evidence, right? Do you remember the second game that we played? Unlock
Yeah.
Homes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So the first piece over there in Unlock Homes also where, you were reading a sentence out loud. That was the
Mhm.
argument. Can you tell me what is an argument? It's written right over here.
Statement that establishes a point of view or a claim.
Right. Like your claim or what is the statement that you want to convey or you want people to get convinced on. And with that argument, we have to always give it evidence, right? Which you were also trying to identify in the Unlock Homes game. Yeah. So
Right.
you provide a proof, right? So yes, so we have already solved two cases. So let's just look at once again at one of these, right? So remember this line, the argument that we had read, employees should get paid for sleeping. And for that, we had chosen the third evidence. Yeah.
Right.
And why, can you just, I know you already know this, but just to remember and revise, why did we choose the third one as the evidence?
Seemed like researched and had some factual information involved.
Absolutely, right? So evidence has to be something that is researched point, a factual data, documented information. Then only we will be able to support our argument, right?
Right.
Great. So again, we are going to go back to our speech where, our Madhavan is giving the same speech. And here I would want you to continue to identify arguments and evidence. There may be one argument or more than one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me then go to his speech.
That I have dreamt for my nation. He said, if I have 6 hours to cut down a tree, then I will spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. There's a great philosophy in that. In this era of instant gratification, we just keep thinking we can achieve all these goals by just tweaking this, tweaking that. It's not true. I really believe that, that a missionary zeal is required to make that quantum change. That can make 2030 what I'm dreaming about right now. And just let's look at India as a country. What a unique nation, seriously. Thousands of years old of culture and tradition, many invasions, being ruled for many years, and we still somehow managed to maintain our identity. We still somehow have managed to maintain our Indianness, our beliefs, our faith. And, yeah, there has been, we have our drawbacks. There is corruption, there is violence, there is differences between the different religions and sects and castes and everything. But I can't help but think, looking at India, at the geography, that we're not doing really that bad. Look at all the other nations around in the world. Look at our neighbors. Compared to that, there is somebody in India who's doing something right for us to be called a growing economy and being projected as the third largest economy in 2026 and the most educated and young nation in the world. And it's still functional democracy. So let's first accept the fact that there is some people in India with the right ideas and the ability to lead the nation to where we are today.
Okay, all right. So yes, so do you think you were able to identify the arguments and the evidences from here?
I guess I was.
Okay.
One of the arguments that I identify was when he talks about India as a growing economy, and the evidence being the census data that he talks about, that we are world's third largest growing economy, and we have leaders and stuff like that.
All right, very good, Prayas. Very good observation skills, I must say. And was there any other argument as well?
In the start of the in the speech, he also mentioned about diversity a lot. So there's diversity in religion, dialect, sex, different things, and still there is a unifiedness or Indianness that he says within us. That is something.
And he also gives the evidence for that. Can you recall what was the evidence?
I don't recall.
Oh, okay, no worries. Let's have a look. So you're absolutely right for the first one. You have identified one of the argument really well, where he talks about, look at our neighbors and compared to them, there is somebody in India who is doing something right for us to be called a growing economy. And then he shares the evidence, what you rightly mentioned, Prayas, that it is projected as the third largest economy in 2026, right?
Right.
On the right-hand side, you will see actually the second argument that he makes. Of course, there is no factual, like a number or a figure over here, but he does give an evidence to this also. So rightly, you were mentioned that, he talks about India being a diverse country and with a lot of things. And then he also says that, we are also capable of finding very unique solutions to the problems that generally the world faces. And then he says, we found freedom through non-cooperation, non-violence, and talks about, how Mahatma Gandhi led the entire freedom movement. Yeah. So this is the second argument and evidence that we could find. Yeah? So can you see that how, each and every argument that he was sharing was supported with an evidence?
Evidence, right.
Yeah. Now, what do you think we'll be doing now?
I guess we'll go back to our example and put the same thing.
Exactly, you got it now. Yeah, and so amazing mindful performance, Prayas, on identifying the argument and evidence. And we go back to our topic, which is companies should go back to working from office. So here are a few ideas for you.
I'm so sorry.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
I can, yes.
Yeah, all right. Okay. So yeah, so I was saying that there are a few examples here that you can refer to. But what I would want you to do is come up with your argument and a supporting evidence. And you can take help from the above two statements given here.
Okay. I'll just give it a read and I'll.
Sorry, say that again, please.
I'll just give it a read and then I'll.
Sure. Yes, please do. Please go ahead.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yes. So what would be your
So
argument and evidence?
my argument would be work from office helps people to be more productive, deliver their 100%, and meet deadlines in an efficient way.
Okay.
And according to a study or a survey by the HRs about like HRs of Society of HRs, about 60% of professionals were reported that employees are more productive when working in the office.
All right. Interesting. I see how you've added your own points also, that being productive, meeting deadlines at work and everything. And then you gave your evidence as well. Very good. Okay. Will you be able to remember these points? Because towards the end, I'm going to ask you to give an entire presentation. Do you want to like quickly jot these down?
I will.
Yeah.
Yes, so this
Your
was
own
the
points
second
also
part, which is body, creating your body. So again, activity first, then there was a video. So this time activity was not required because the activity was already done in the third part, that is unlock homes. And there you had given a statement. The learner had to find the correct evidence or the best evidence which supports the statement. So anyways, the body also has the same thing, argument and evidences. So it will be illustrated from the game, the third game itself. Now we will move on to conclusion. Let's have a look.
According to a study or a survey by the
We have done
HRs
this.
about like
be able to remember, some keywords that you would want to write.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. So can we move ahead?
Yes.
Okay. Great. So yes, so we have built our body as well now. It's well built. Yeah, let's move forward. So yes, so we have to remember that, any time that we want to convince someone and while we are writing a body, we have to give an argument and a supporting evidence. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, now comes the last part, which is, what is the third part, Priyas?
The conclusion.
The conclusion, correct. And can you see the two parts of conclusion also here?
Yeah. Summary and plea.
Summary and plea, correct. Now let's play one last activity before we go to our final presentation, or we'll be also watching our Madhavan speech again. But before that, one small activity for you, okay? So for that summary, what is it? It's about condensing the main points from a text to a shorter form, being more brief, right? And a plea is what is a plea, Priyas? Can you read that, please?
It's a formal request or appeal that is made to someone.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now this game is called Coin Size. What do you think this is coming from? Which word are we trying to say here? Is it really concise? Absolutely right. So you will be given a paragraph on positive thinking, and you can take a minute and you have to summarize the paragraph in your own words. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So this is the paragraph here.
Okay. Do I need to read this aloud or can I read it in my mind?
It's okay. You can, whatever works for you best. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So how would you want to summarize this? Please go ahead.
Good. So the paragraph talks about, sorry, I'll just go to the summary.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So when we focus on the positive things in our life, we take a positive outlook.
Okay.
It aids our, it has mental health benefit. It has reduced stress, improves immune system, and life satisfaction. And this has been proven time after time. So that isn't.
Okay. Nice attempt, Priyas. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, would you want to see how we have also tried to summarize it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this was the first one. Do you think this is a good one?
I guess too long.
Too long, lengthy, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at the second one. Very similar to, I think, what you also mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to show you the third one. What about this one?
Very concise, very short. Yeah.
Very concise, short, right? So we just clubbed all the benefits of positive thinking, and we are saying that positive thinking has numerous benefits, including
Right.
increased chances of success and improved physical and mental health. Right. So rather than
Right.
mention about all the points, because all the points have been discussed. So we just summarized it in few lines. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah,
Yeah. So can you see where you could have also improved in your summarization?
I have. Yes.
All right. Okay. So now again, we go back to the speech and I would want you to identify the summary in the speech. So, yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
A second. Allow me a second, please. Just
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to watch the video?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I dream of a 2030 where students the world over will dream of a blue card, will dream of having once actually come to India and study and imbibe the knowledge that we have as a nation. It used to be true. We were the first university in the world. Nalanda was a university where people came in from far and wide. So it's not a pipe dream. It's a practical dream that I have, and I think that's easily attainable. And finally, before I wind up, I think I dream of a 2030 where we have a meritocratic electoral base which selects its leaders and whose leaders believe that it is more important to serve with a missionary zeal.
All right. I think that would be it. Okay. And yes, so I would want you to now tell me what part of it was the summary. Okay. Okay. So what was it?
So I guess he talks of he summarizes in a way where he emphasizes on the rural India part. He talks about how rural India should be also as developed and as aspiring as the rest of the world or rest of the country.
Perfect. And was there any plea that he was making?
No, I don't think so. He didn't plea anything.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Again, very good observation skills, Prayas. So this part, which is written on the left-hand side, is the summary, where he talks about, as you rightly identified. So I dream of a 2030 where rural India is as developed as the rest of the world, is as aspirational as the rest of the India, and so on. Yeah. So he's
Got it.
summarizing his dream in a really articulate, simpler manner.
Right.
Yeah. And yes, you were right. There was no plea made. So not every presentation may have a plea. But yes, when we are trying to convince someone on a topic, then we need to make a plea towards the end, right? Like a request.
Right.
So yes. And now comes your own presentation, the accurate observation, as I already mentioned. So going back to your topic, Prayas, about companies should go back to work from office. What would you want your summary and plea to be? And you can use these sentences to frame your complete summary and plea. Yeah.
Okay.
You can take a minute or so, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I would like to point out that work from office leads to increased productivity, better physical and mental health,
Okay.
and a healthy lifestyle. I would hence request all companies to make some amendments in their policy and switch to a work from office role, which has been the case for so many times.
Amazing. Amazing. Great. Thank you so much, Prayas. I hope you remember your words again, especially for summary you made.
Yes, so this was the conclusion part. Okay, so this is how we are going to teach the creating presentation part. Okay, and this is going to be the longest part of your whole demo. So remember, you have to complete the first two things as quickly as possible. The biggest part will be the fourth part. Okay, now comes the final showdown. Final showdown, very obvious. He has to collate everything. He has to join the introduction, body, and the conclusion together. And then he has to give the whole presentation together. Let's have a look.
I would hence request all companies to make some amendments in their policy and
With a very interesting hook that can grab someone's attention, and a thesis, then a body with good argument and supporting evidence, and finally a conclusion that will summarize your points so that everyone can understand the gist of it, and then also making a request, a plea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you ready to give your presentation, combine all the pieces of your presentation and be also able to deliver it now?
sure, yes.
Yes. Okay. I love the energy. So final showdown now, Prayas. Remember, we have spoken about using our hands, our face, eyes, and voice, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here are these slides that may help you as well. So you can refer. Do you remember which hook you chose?
I remember holding my head. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All the best, Priyas. All the very best.
Yeah. Thank
Do
you.
you need a minute to be ready?
Yeah, I'll just take like 5-10 seconds to just go through it all.
Sure, sure.
Good. Next.
All right. Okay, I'm very excited. So yes, so imagine you're convincing me to allow work from office. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, all the best.
Thank you. I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with so many irritated eyes. And I said to myself, I was done. I decided to start working from office now. Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to present my view on the topic why companies should go back to work from office. Work from office helps a lot when it makes us our lifestyle better. It improves our physical and mental health and also increases productivity. This has been researched well, and also according to a study taken by HR reps, it was found out that 60% of the employees found that their productivity was much more increased while working from office. At the finally, I would like to point out that work from office leads to increased productivity, better physical and mental health, and improved lifestyle. And I would hence request all the companies to make small amendments to their policy and switch to a completely work from office, as it was the case 2 or 3 years back.
Amazing.
Okay, so this was the final
Work from office
showcase.
leads.
Sorry, final showcase by the learner. So here the learner presents on the topic, and then you can share your feedback.
Also,
ask the
according to a
learner's
study
opinion also.
taken by HR reps, it was found out.
Adding some more points that were not there earlier in the slides. I really liked how you also customized your presentation. Amazing. Great. Congratulations. And
Thank you.
towards the end, is it okay if I give you quick feedback on your presentation?
Sure, of course, I love
Or
it.
maybe actually, why don't you share? What do you think you did really well in your presentation?
I could have worked better on the fluency part, I guess.
Okay.
I broke down in bits and pieces. I did well on the hook statement. The hook statement was really good. I was able to remember the entire study part that was there.
Yeah.
So that is something that I think I did well.
I agree. I think you identified a really good hook, and I think you were also able to, say the argument and add on your points and give a very good evidence and then summarize it pretty well. So I really liked how you were able to put in your content. That shows your critical thinking skills as well. I think in terms of delivering, I felt like I do agree with your observation, and again, I think you're very self-aware also that you could have been definitely more fluent. And I saw you started using your hand gesture, like I was holding my head. That was really nice. But I felt like while you were sharing more, it's sort of like you didn't continue to use it.
Right.
So I think in general, whenever we are giving presentation, it always helps to use some gestures, give more expression. So that is something that we can work on. Yeah.
Right. So here you can discuss the feedback of the learner. And at the end, the last video is about the 3 key takeaways, 3 key learnings from the session. So I'm not playing it again. Ask for 3 key takeaways at the end. So 5 things in an adult demo session. Remember about the context setting. Only the laptop and a quiet environment is required. No parents are required. Introduction to PS skills. Here, you're going to play a game, the same game as we had played in the senior demo. The third one is Unlock Homes. This is a game where some statements are given and the learner has to find out the best evidence. Number 4, creating presentation is the longest part of the whole demo session. So make sure you keep ample amount of time for the 4th one. And last one is the final showcase by the learner. You can share the feedback and you can, at the end, you can ask for 3 key takeaways. Any questions regarding today's session, you can please ask me. And Muskan, in case if you want to share your screen, you can share your screen. Yes, Amrita?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, I was going to say it's been very interactive and experiential. So very nice session. Thank you so much, ma'am. You're a great teacher, I must say.
Thank you.
And ma'am, I just wanted to ask you something. In today's mock, there was a slight confusion. The confusion was that we were told Abir is the kid. But then I saw one.
Between Tia is written. So that doesn't make any change in your mock. Even if you say Abir or you do it for Tia, that you are not going to be evaluated on the content. Remember, you will be
Hanji, ma'am.
evaluated on your body language, on your voice modulation, how you present the topic. That's
I was kind of wondering on that bit, and I just addressed like child because I wasn't very sure.
it's okay. Whatever name you take doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I
because
know that
Abir I was trying to say, but then I read the question, ma'am saying Tia, and I was like, "Ye Tia kahan se aa gaya?" Then there was a slight confusion again. Ayansh came in.
earlier we had two different mock for this, and we had some questions there, some questions here, and though both the things were merged later on, because of
Hanji, ma'am.
which there were two different kids, and the names of the kids have not been changed. I came
Hanji.
to know about this last week itself, but since it is a Willow platform, it will take a little bit time to get it updated. So
Okay,
yes,
sure, ma'am. I just thought I'll kind of clarify my doubt. So
Yes.
thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
absolutely. Okay. It's okay. You just respond, Alifia. You just respond to the particular situation, be it any child or the situation which has been given. You have to respond anyway. Single parent, double parent situation will be the same, right? And if someone who is not able to see or view their videos, recorded videos, please share your screen. Yes, Amrita has already asked. Rachita, you have a question.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to know whether the adult demo also will be held for 1 hour only.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same
Acha,
1 hour.
secondly, ma'am, one query related to the mock exam. Actually, I have attempted the mock exam one. It was all done, and congratulations, and you have submitted it successfully. Everything came, but then there is no change in the training plan. Still, I am getting that attempt mock exam. No changes has come.
No changes. As
I've
in,
already submitted, but then no change came there.
refresh your page, it will change.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. And one more thing, the other day during the senior demo class you taken, you told us that there will be 300 to 350 performance classes. But in the slides, we are only mentioned about 1:1 and 160.
No. I did not say, I said an approximate of performance classes, not the practice classes. Practice
Yeah,
classes.
ma'am, that I understood. But in the slide, it is not mentioned. So I have not mentioned that in the
No, it's not
mock
mentioned.
exam also.
Please
That only I wanted
mention
to
them
ask.
in your mocks also. Because you
Okay.
will be getting your training on your performance classes later on. Okay? Because you need to know
Okay.
what are performance classes. What are the
Okay.
major components of performance classes? There is a SparkX, there is something called Sparkline, Word Wisdom is there, quizzes are there, learning games are there, activity center is there, lots of things are there. So you will be trained afterwards. So as of now,
Okay.
do not mention performance classes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Muskan.
Hi, ma'am. Actually, I was giving my mock, so I wasn't able to attend the whole class, this class. But if I was trying to access the resources for the recorded class, but it shows unavailable. Like watch video for adult observation, adult demo class, it shows unavailable.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Vartika, if they ask about discount coupon, clearly tell them that the discount amount will be calculated by the counseling team. They will be able to tell you. Okay.
So when I go to watch video for adult demo class.
Yes.
video unavailable.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this is also for one more
So that
video.
I have already shared.
This one also.
Parent-teacher interaction.
That also shows unavailable.
I need to give this 1 second. Please wait. Parent-teacher interaction, adult demo observation. So that is
yes,
day 4, session number 2,
yeah,
and day 5 session,
yeah,
right? Okay.
right.
And for day 3 also it was not working. I came to know, and day 1 session 1 was also not working.
Yeah,
Day 3 session 1 was not working, and day 1 session 1. Rest, I think all are working. I'll just have a look. Okay. So what I can do is, those who have missed it, Muskan, I'm unpinning you. I will share one of my adult demo sessions. Previous adult demo session. This one exactly I cannot share because it has yet not been recorded. So I'll share a previous one with you all. Give me a second. Any other question, Amrita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, you know, in that 1 hour of test, we had a 12 minutes video to be seen. So I saw the complete video, ma'am, and then I answered the question.
Okay. In your mock?
Yes, ma'am. In the mock, ma'am, there was like 1 hour test, right? So in that 12 minutes was to watch the video, the curiosity and the questions, how to, you know, ask questions to the student. So I was kind of wondering, I was like 1 hour test and 12 minutes video, but then I was like, okay, I'll watch it and then kind of answer.
But did it take a lot of time to complete the whole mock?
Not really, ma'am. It was quite okay. But
So it will take somewhere around 60 to 70 minutes maximum, including.
ma'am, you're not audible, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am, you're not audible, ma'am.
I'm not audible?
Now you're perfect. Yes, ma'am. Now you're perfect.
So
Yeah.
it will, for any demo, it will take around 60 to 70 minutes. On an average, that's what the time has been taken. So we all
Anji.
have, yeah, we have all tried to record ourselves in that 1 hour mock. It took us somewhere near around, like some could complete it in 50 minutes, 50, 60 minutes, and some could complete it in 70 minutes. So it won't take more than 60 to 70 minutes. It will take somewhere around
Yes,
that.
ma'am. Ma'am, I agree with you. Ma'am, the test results, the grades are going to be, are we going to get on a scale of 1 to 10 or 1 to 100?
5, I think. I'm not sure.
1
You'll
to
have to
5.
check that.
So
I'm
we'll
not
get a
sure.
score.
Yes, you'll get a score and you'll be able to check it in on your dashboard itself. The
Ma'am, abhi
results,
aaya nahi hai.
it will come. Now it will show pending. We are going to evaluate your mocks by Saturday, Sunday. So you
Anji.
will be able to get your results. See, we'll as it is done, we keep on uploading. So you might
Anji,
get it.
ma'am.
Yes, starting from Saturday, Sunday, you might start getting your results. Okay.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. You're a great teacher, ma'am.
Thank you. Wonderful. Muskan, I have shared the adult demo session with you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, got the link.
Got it? Okay. Others
Yeah.
also, you can take it. More than 70 minutes. See, I don't know the repercussions for that, Natasha. Okay. Those who are planning to give your mock once, please send me. Why should I send you? I'm sending on the chat section itself. You can take it from there. Okay. No, you don't have a class tomorrow. You don't have any session tomorrow. Now, the next session that you're having is on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 1 hour sessions. So many queries. What happened, Priya? See, those who are, you can unmute yourself, Priya. No?
Yes, can you hear me now, Priti?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard, see, yesterday my voice was very feeble. So when I was attending the mock in below, I could just go ahead and hear it once again. So there won't be any problem with my audio, right? In
See, if
below,
there is any problem with your audio, if there is any problem with the video, these are technical issues. You can discuss it in the query session. But if there is at all any problem and you are not able to solve it, best is to switch to your mobile. At least that is allowed, isn't it?
no,
You
I
have
can
one
see,
option.
for example, in below, when I was about to I just played my audio, so I was able to hear it. So there won't be any problem, right?
You were able to hear it?
Yes.
So that's okay. It's
Okay.
okay.
Fine. Yeah.
Give me a second, please. Yes, Nupur?
Hello, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, actually, I was able to complete my mock in 2.5 hours, ma'am. My internet was slow, so uploading was also taking a lot of time, ma'am. As the videos were of 5 minutes, so it was taking a lot of time. So, is there any issue in the time?
Should not be any issue. That
Okay,
should not
thank
be. Because of the network issues, no? So that uploading is not the time which is included in the time where you give the mocks.
Okay,
You're attempting, your recording, that total takes 60 minutes. Uploading,
okay,
I don't think uploading is being added into that.
okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you,
So,
ma'am.
Rashmi, it is 5:30. Doubt clearing session is at 5:30. If you don't have any doubts, you all can leave. Thank you so much. All the best for your mocks. If you are planning to give your mock one tomorrow, give it please. But I am not the one who will be able to tell you whether your onboardings will be delayed or not. Your onboardings might get delayed because of the missing the deadline. Okay, so that you need to make sure. Okay. But it's not like you cannot give your mock ones tomorrow. You can give your mock one tomorrow, but try to give it by today itself. Okay. Yes, Muskan.
Ma'am, in the adult class, do we need to cover both the session like basic English and presentation skills, or
No. Only presentation skills.
only so they opt for different things like basic English and presentation skill.
The questions, yes, the questions, because you have not been trained on basic skills, basic English. So you will not be getting questions regarding that. Mostly the adult sessions, they come for this one, presentation skills.
Presentation skill
That's
and
the
not
reason
for
we
basic
have a mock.
English.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Somebody was asking me about the script, slot confirmation script. In terms of slot booking for the adult will be exactly same. No, it won't be exactly same. Of course, you are not going to ask for the expectations of the parents. You are going to ask the expectations of the learner himself. And knowing more about the learner, you may ask his hobbies, where does he work, or maybe if he can share his age or her age, or any other things that he is interested into. So he can share a little bit about himself. So you can frame a questionnaire. Like for a child, if a questionnaire has been formed, you can also frame a questionnaire and you can ask him. Okay, it can be random questions like about his career, about where he got his schooling from, how was his schooling, was it an English medium schooling, or it was a Hindi medium, or any other medium. Okay, so all these things you can ask the adult learner for your basic understanding about the learner, right? Yes, Abha, you have a question, and Anirban, you also had raised your hand.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes. Oh, so I'm so sorry. I put you on mute. Please unmute yourself once again. Abha, please unmute yourself once again. Yeah.
Yes, I did, ma'am. I did. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Hello. Yes, I messaged you also. I think you missed it. I was just, I wanted, can you please share the link where I can see presentation regarding information about Planet Spark, like what is Planet Spark is all about, and offerings regarding offerings.
It's
I
there
just
on
want
your
to, it wasn't visible.
You want the video for day one, session one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, introduction to Planet Spark. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is day 1, session 1. Given in the chat.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
oh. Yes, Anirban.
Yes, ma'am. Greetings. I have 2 queries. If I do not have any query, may I skip the next session?
Yes, absolutely.
The
If you
second
don't
one
have-
is that, sorry. The second one is that, I reckon if the parents, in the middle of the session, in the middle of the demo, they want to walk off, right? So, do I insist on rescheduling, or do I try to convince them to continue with the session?
Please come back if the parent has got up to open the door. See, it happens with me also. I have a small kid and I don't have anybody else to help me with the household chores. So if I get up and do something, you may call me back and you can tell me that, okay, the session has ended now, I would like to talk to you. And in case if I roam around in the background, then you can just call me for a second and you can give me an update of what is exactly going on in the class. So you can keep the parent hooked. Yeah.
Fair enough, ma'am. Thank you.
With conversation, you can keep anybody hooked.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, if you don't have any doubt, please leave. I'll also leave. Thank you so much. All the best. If you have any further queries, please join 5:30 session and get all your queries resolved, especially if they are related to mocks. Okay. There is no change in the training batch. Aman, you are done with your training batch now. Okay. And in case if you want the training again, you want to be retrained, you can choose your training batch for the next week. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anirban. Thank you, Monica. Is there any quiz today? Please check if there is any quiz today, if you really want to give. I don't know. I'm not sure. Nothing. It's okay. Ankita, if uploading takes a lot of time, you really can't do anything. Rachita, you have a query? Please ask.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I was just going through my handbook and watching each and every video. So while watching parent-teacher interaction video, I found that the video is not clear. The Ishita part is being heard so nicely, but the other part, the learner part, was actually having so disturbance that I could not understand anything. So can I have another video for parent-teacher interaction?
I don't have another video. I have only parent-teacher video. Grown-up script is here. Senior, junior, exemplar video is right here. Why? It is right there. See? Parent interaction.
No, it's there, ma'am. I have watched the complete video.
Audible.
I am telling you that the Ishita part is very much clear, but the learner part is not at all audible. It has got so
Why do
many
you want to
distractions.
know about what the learner has to say?
Yeah, what he is
Because
asking,
your
the
learner-
parent teacher,
Your-
learner, the parent,
No,
actually
your-
in the parent teacher interaction, both the sides were not audible.
Your learner will be different. Her learner is different. So anyways, you don't need to know what her learner is saying. You need to know what your learner will be speaking. And accordingly, you will have to answer. You have been prepared for every question and answers. Okay. And you will be prepared for any particular queries which the parents will ask. Wednesday, you are going to attend a session which is called Parent FAQs. So you'll come to know any such FAQs. If any question which arises, you will be able to answer.
Right. One more question, ma'am. If in the mock test I go for the junior, I mean the two non-mandatory, if I select the junior or senior part and not the adult part, whether I'll be not getting the chance to take the sessions for adult in near future if I do so?
No, it's not like that. Why not?
Oh, okay.
It's totally up to you.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. That's all.
Okay. Junior demo observation you want, right? Day 3? Given. Great. I'll close the session. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Have your query session. Have your queries solved there. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye, Amrita. I thank you. Thank you for that namaste. Thank you. Bye-bye.